For most of human history, the sky was a boundary, a distant ceiling above the world, mysterious and unreachable. But in the middle of the 20th century, something remarkable began to happen. In remote deserts and quiet testing grounds, the first modern rockets were rising from the Earth. These early machines were simple and often unreliable, but with every thunderous launch, they carried a bold idea that one day humanity might travel beyond the atmosphere and into the vastness of space. The first attempts were cautious and experimental. Rockets climbed higher than aircraft had ever flown, carrying instruments designed to study the upper atmosphere. Many missions ended in failure, scattered across the desert floor, yet each attempt revealed something new. Slowly, engineers learned how to guide these powerful machines farther and faster, inching closer to a dream that had once belonged only to science fiction. Then, in the late 1950s, the world witnessed a turning point. A small artificial satellite was placed into orbit around the Earth. For the first time in history, an object created by human hands was circling the planet high above the clouds. Its faint radio signals echoed across the globe, announcing that the space age had begun. Not long after, rockets began carrying something even more extraordinary: people. Inside small metal capsules, astronauts and cosmonauts prepared for journeys no human had ever attempted. Surrounded by instruments and roaring engines, they trusted these towering rockets to lift them beyond the sky. When they finally reached orbit, they saw something breathtaking: the Earth itself, glowing blue against the darkness of space. But the ambitions of the space age were only growing. Engineers began designing rockets that could fly only once. Engineers envisioned spacecraft that could be used again and again. This idea gave rise to a new generation of vehicles, reusable space shuttles. These winged spacecraft launched into orbit atop powerful boosters, carrying astronauts, satellites, and scientific experiments. And when their missions were complete, they glided gracefully back through the atmosphere, landing on runways like aircraft. For the first time, space travel was becoming routine. High above Earth, astronauts began assembling something extraordinary. Piece by piece, massive structures were constructed in orbit, space stations that would serve as laboratories and homes for crews living beyond the atmosphere. Floating silently above the planet, these stations became symbols of international cooperation and human ingenuity. As the new century began, rocket technology entered another period of transformation. Engineers developed rockets that could return safely to Earth after launch, landing vertically with astonishing precision. What had once been disposable machines were now becoming reusable vehicles, capable of flying again and again. This breakthrough changed the future of spaceflight. Launches became more frequent. New companies and new ideas pushed the boundaries of what rockets could achieve. Larger and more powerful launch vehicles began to appear, capable of carrying enormous spacecraft into orbit and beyond. Today, humanity stands at the threshold of yet another era. The rockets of the future may not only launch from Earth, but from other worlds as well. Massive orbital stations could refuel spacecraft bound for distant destinations. Fleets of cargo ships may one day carry supplies and explorers across the solar system. Mars, once a faint red point of light in the night sky, may soon become a place where humans live and work. Rockets descending through its thin atmosphere could deliver habitats, equipment, and the first settlers to a new frontier. And from the surface of that distant planet, new rockets might rise again, continuing humanity's journey outward. From the earliest launches to the towering rockets of today and the powerful spacecraft still to come, the story of rockets is the story of human curiosity. A story of exploration, ambition, and the desire to understand the universe around us. And as we continue to look upward, one thing becomes clear: our journey into space has only just begun.
Aligning the truss. Confirm visual lock. Copy. Structure is go for connection. Latching now. Secure. Confirmed. Good connection.
Please like and comment the video. Subscribe for more updates. Thank you.